Good morning. The recent flash news Supreme Court judgment about daughters inheriting the ancestral property and the claim of so many political leaders that was their right to claim credit to that. But factually, it is not correct. When Hindu Succession Act was introduced before the Parliament, Dr. Ambedkar claimed that he could not get over the highly dominated community objection in deleting the Section 6 of the Hindu Succession Act, wherein right of proportionary ancestral property continuance exist. So right from there, the compulsory property, ancestral property of Dayabaga and Mitaksara schools are under the control of the male. The women have no right for partition, and if there was a partition, the woman will have their share. So Gurubada, Girijabai Gurubada was the sensational case, and I forget about that. Then thereafter, only Andhra Pradesh government has amended Hindu Succession Act, empowering the daughter also to claim partition if the compulsory property is not divided. And thereafter, there was still prohibition for women claiming dwelling house partition, married woman disentitled to inherit, and women have no right to execute the will. All those things are there. And thereafter only the Major Amendment Act 2005, Hindu Succession Act, was enacted, and that now the Supreme Court has said, and that was already there. This was a re-proposition discussion. Ratio was that if there was no partition earlier, all daughters, since the daughter has been incorporated under Section 6 along with the sons, daughters are entitled for partition even if their father was not alive. So that is there, and if father is not alive, mother is alive, she can inherit mother, grandmother, great grandmother's property. All rights have been conferred on the woman. That is the situation. But unfortunately or fortunately, after decades on, see, there will be practical difficulties in filing partition suits, selling the property, because they have to hunt for their daughters where they were. Globally expanded family members, leaving the ceding the entire relationship with the family, and the duty of the plaintiff is to implead her also as one of the legal act. All these things are there. Let the litigations go on. That is my humble submission about the judgment. And it was in Tamil Nadu under the leadership of CM Chief Minister Karunanidhi. Similar amendment that was not deleting the compulsory or incorporating daughters' enlightenment equal to the sons under Section 6. But it was the amendment was only allowing the daughters also to claim partition. That was the right given by this act. But 2005 amendment is totally different. They have expanded Section 6 of the Hindu Succession Act, wherein sons are being equated with the daughters. Therefore, that is different. This is different. Okay, best wishes. There are another judgment I would like to discuss. It's a very, very important judgment. It is also depends upon the personal law. AIR 2020, Uttarakhand 63, Ramesh Ranganathan Chief Justice, and Alok Kumar Verma. Therein, the Panchayat Raj Act 2016 was amended by insertion of section 10C. Therein, they disqualify for the candidate to contest the election if he is having more than 2 children. So that was challenged with Article 243 C5 Constitution, 226 Constitution, and Article 25 and 44 was also discussed. So you have to go through the entirety of the judgment, and they say the fundamental rights guaranteed under the Constitution, post facto laws. That means by enacting an act, you cannot punish any person. So this disqualifying him from contesting has been considered as a punishment. Therefore, it may not be prospective. That was they say. Then they say however, they hold good that this prohibition of candidates contest the election who have more than 2 children does not affect the Article 25, which deals with the minority rights, personal laws, all those things have been discussed. So very important judgment. Those who are pursuing law and also approaching for district judging, kindly go through the entirety of the judgment step by step and discuss about that. Even though it relates to Panchayat Raj election, they have discussed a lot of things. The married daughter not included in the definition of family, that is under Panchayat Raj rule. So that the definition was also discussed, whether married daughter includes members of family or not. Therefore, the entirety of the judgment, they have held that disqualification incorporated would apply only who gave birth to that child on or after 2019 amendment came into force. So prospective. So post facto law, locus standi to change this constitutionality of section 8(1) or of the act was also allowed. So all these articles have been discussed. Kindly go through this. This is what they want to propose. So according to my information, my friend is one among 27 children. Rabindranath Tagore was also 27th child. See, these all are lot of things had happened. And see, when before the first bench, when we were discussing about fishing, ban on fishing for fertilization. So then a question arose before the division bench. I think it was either A.B. Shah or Iqbal, Justice Iqbal. He was thinking about this family planning. So I told, how could you prevent the divinity directions of the God, the woman procreation, that only 3 duties are conferred on the woman being, that eat, emit and procreate. If you want to plan your children, if on contra, if the other side, animals, birds, decides, what would happen? How could you manage to survive with the population's need of food and other nutrition? There was no answer, but that was there. Even and for our sake, we allow fish to fertilize. Therefore, they banned for 2 months. And that was the way I argued when Jain community wanted 10 days gap for a non-slaughtering of animals. That was denied. It is a government policy. Best wishes.